Today, you're going to learn my exact tactics I use to open 14 new high-ticket accounts in 1 month, all from cold calling. These leads had never heard of me or the company's name before, so all I could rely on was the script and the tone of my voice. A little bit about me. My name is Jacob Bushmaker. I've been doing virtual sales for nearly a decade, made over 72,937 cold calls before I stopped counting, and my accounts were consistently bringing in between $300,000 to $500,000 a month in revenue. On this channel, I drop tested sales tactics from an actual working sales professional so you can make more sales, earn more money, and get your freedom back. If you like this video, please subscribe and let's get into it. So what is tonality? Well, as the name suggests, it is the tone of your voice when you are speaking. This is something naturally that everyone does in a conversation. However, when you're in sales, particularly when you're in phone sales, you need to be extremely cognizant of what you're saying and the way you're saying it because it's all you have to convey your message to the person. No body language, no image, or anything like that. So to demonstrate tonality, we're going to show the classic example of this. Many of you are familiar with this. This is going to be a clip from The Wolf of Wall Street. Mr. Jordan Belfort, the godfather of tonality, so guy who made it famous. All right, so let's take a look.
Hello, John. How you doing today? You mailed in my company a postcard a few weeks back requesting information on penny stocks that had huge upside potential with very little downside risk. Does that ring a bell?
Oh, yeah, I may have said so.
Okay, great. A reason for the call today, John, is something just came across my desk, John. It is perhaps the best thing I've seen in the last 6 months. If you have 60 seconds, I'd like to share the idea with you. You got a minute?
Actually, I really.
We're going to stop there for 30 seconds. That's the whole sale right there anyways on a cold call, the opening line. This explains the basic tonalities and we'll see what he's doing there. One of the main ones, most common, is going to be the down tone. Down tone is when you end with a downward inflection at the end of a sentence. This is pretty obvious, of course. It's like saying, hey, how's it going? If you say it that way, you're not really asking. You're just saying it as a general statement. Now, we want to use this when we're trying to not get a response from someone, and we're trying to sound strong, confident, all these types of things. That's what a downward tone implies in your voice. Now, the opposite would be the uptone. Now, that's when you end with an upwards inflection at the end of the sentence. Now, that's going to imply you want a response, a question. We have been trained since birth that when someone has an uptone, you want to come in and respond. It's really hard actually to resist this. It actually feels super awkward to not respond to that. So why not use that to our advantage? Okay, so that would be like saying, hey, how's it going? Sounds a lot different than how's it going. You're saying the same words, but the tonality is different. So when you say it that way, that's when we want them to come in, respond to us, have a question. It's also a bit of a micro agreement. You're sort of implying that they are agreeing with. Next one, as Mr. Jordan Belfort refers to as the tone of mystery. Now, that's when you kind of sound a little mysterious. So the reason for the call today. So I'm calling because if you recall, you kind of get a little bit of what's going on there, right? And it kind of makes a person lean in, makes them a little more interested. This is something new, something I haven't heard of before. I need to pay attention. We are hardwired to want to check out things that are novel. This goes back to evolution. When we find something new, it could be dangerous, it could be good, it could be a water source, all these things. So we always want to check out things that are new. And this implies that. One more thing. Now, this tends to be used with the tone of mystery, at least in this video. It's when you drop your voice and you start to whisper. It's been said that if you want someone to hear you, you say it really loud. If you want someone to really hear you, you say it quietly. You drop the sound a little bit. And what that does is it makes the person want to lean in, like, hey, I got a secret. You know, someone that kind of leans in and does that. You really just want to naturally like kind of lean in and hear what the heck they're saying. So that tends to be used with the tone of mystery. One more thing, really powerful when you're doing these things, it's super helpful when you add a gesture that actually connects with the tone of what you're saying. It works well, and it's one of those ways you're able to kind of be precise with the tone, particularly when you combine it with emotion. So for me, it's really stupid, right? But I tend to do like a little like, shh. That's my uptone. Hey, how's it going? Works for me. Whatever works for you. I do something like that. When you're trying to sound confident, strong, secure, something like this. All right, man, let's go for it. Let's do it. Come on in. Like that. Like this. And as you probably saw when I was explaining the tone of mystery, to sound kind of drop the tone, make something sound like a secret, kind of helps when you lean in. Just lean in a little bit. And you just naturally match the tones with these body languages. These are things which we've learned from a very young age. They're natural for most of us. So if you combine that, you're going to hit them perfect basically every time. Now let's take a look at that video with the tones. And this time we're going to stop and we're going to dissect the tones a couple times, okay?
Hello, John. How you doing today?
Uptone. How you doing today?
You mailed in my company a postcard a few
See that? Furrowed his brow, tone of mystery.
weeks back requesting information on penny stocks that had huge upside potential with very little downside risk. Is that ring?
Okay. Downtone, very low downside risk. Huge upside potential, very little downside risk. Okay. It's a statement. It is a fact. These have very little downside risk. And then,
A bell?
Oh, yeah, I may have said.
does that ring a bell? Uptone. He wants to respond. So then you can hear the guy on the other line responds. Now, this is fun fact. That's Martin Scorsese. I think he directed this movie. So anyways, that's him on the other side.
Okay, great. A reason for the call today, John, is something just came across my desk, John. It is perhaps the
So combo, tone of mystery, drop in the voice. The reason for the call today, John, is, and then he combines it with the hand motion to sound secure. What he's saying.
I've seen in the last 6 months. If you have 60 seconds, I'd like to share the idea with you. Got a minute?
Uptone. Got a minute? And if you actually heard, I didn't even know this is the first 5 times I watched it, but if you hear Martin Scorsese actually says, actually, I'm really busy, and then he just bulldozes through them. Don't do that. Don't be a slimy salesman. Don't sell shitty penny stocks, please. The idea is not to use it to be dishonest. The idea is this stuff is so powerful that he was able to sell a bunch of crap and make a ridiculous amount of money off it. Now, so imagine if you combine this with actual good product, which I'm sure you all watching the channel actually have products, okay? It's really powerful stuff. All right, so see how I might read this very simple sample script with some of the tonality we're just talking about. Hi, John. This is Jacob Bushmaker at More Access. I noticed that you're ranking on page 3 for Capitol Hill Plumber. My team actually audited your site for free and found the main reasons for that. I'd be happy to go over them with you right now. Is this a bad time? I think it's pretty clear what I was doing, but we'll just go over real quick here. So, hi, John. Intro line, basically always trying to get a response out of them. I'll also find out if it is John you're talking to, if it's the right prospect, if it's someone else, right? They'll usually say, no, this is, or whatever. Oh, no, wrong number. That's why you want to get a response right there. This is Jacob Bushmaker at More Access. I usually just try to deliver the name and the company name very just neutral, friendly, no funny business. Just tell them what's up. I noticed that you rank page 3 for Capitol Hill Plumber. So I did a little tone of mystery there. I noticed that you're, just very slight. You have to go really slight with these things. I do think Jordan tends to exaggerate these things a little bit. You have to be really subtle, or people think people catch on to it. They're pretty smart. Obviously, we're really wired to pick up on tonalities, so you have to be careful with it. These are things you pick up when you're actually on the phone. And I also hit him with a little bit of a down tone end of Capitol Hill Plumber. But that's a fact. It's a statement. You're ranking on page 3. That's bad. You're not getting clicks. My team actually audited your site for free and found the main reasons for that, with a little down tone as well. I'd be happy to go over them with you right now. Is this a bad time? Uptone, uptone. Right. A little double agreement there. I hope this is helpful, guys. If it was, please let me know. If it wasn't, please let me know. Drop a comment if you want to see more videos like this, something different. If you want me to teach you how to do this, links are down in the description. All right, thanks a lot. See you later.